Great and blessed day, everyone. It's your girl, Lee Welch, like the juice, your self esteem queen, best selling author of Who Says You Can't, that can be found on Barnes and Noble and Amazon.com. Thank you for joining Purple Rain 2K. I hope you're having a blessed day today. Here in Birmingham, Alabama, the weather is wet. It has been raining pretty much all day. But we're not going to let that get us down because today is a new day for all of us, mostly some. So, anyway, I scope courageously for the next 100 days with Mary Joy. Mary Joy is the founder Perry Newby, and she can be found on Periscope, of course, Instagram, and YouTube. If you want to find out how you can actually conquer the live stream platform, if you are a small business owner, an entrepreneur, Mary Joy is the person that you definitely want to connect with. She will give you all the ins and out how you can actually make live stream work for you and not against you. Again, that's with our very own video live stream video queen, Mary Joy. There's still time for you to actually jump into my 5-day challenge where we slam dunk low self-esteem starting next Tuesday through Friday. We're going to have some fun, so I hope you guys join aboard. We will have a private page on Facebook, so you do have to go over to my Facebook page, which is Lee Welch, like the juice, entrepreneur, to go ahead and sign up. So today is, I am scoping courageously for the next 100 days. Today is day 62. And so our topic for discussion for today is, how do you handle stress? Okay, so I would say first, as I have become older and gained more wisdom and I am wiser how to execute certain things, I handle stress a little bit better than I did when I was much younger, because I used to just fly off just break down and just go off completely, working totally against myself. But since I am in a better place, a better headspace, or what have you, so there's many ways that I handle stress. Now, for some, I like to handle my stress. When I need to actually get into my alone time or what have you. Truthfully, sometimes I'll go ahead and drink me a nice glass of wine. That sometimes help me digress and what have you. There's times, I would, a majority of the times, I would definitely go into prayer and start praying. There has been times I've actually gone into fasting to handle the stress. It just really depends the level. Hey, Queen, what's going on? Um, it just depends on how, the severity of the stress that I am dealing with. Like I said, if it's really, really deep like that, I'm about to go into prayer. I'm about to go into fasting or what have you. And like I said, sometimes, if it's just kind of like mid-grade or whatever the case may be, I might, like I said, I might just have me a glass of wine or what have you. Sometimes I will read a book to handle stress, because what I found is that for me, when my mind is engaged into other things and I'm really not focused on what's really stressing me, it it pulls me back from that, and then it also gives me an opportunity to try to think more clearly, believe it or not. And then there's other times where I'm just very, very quiet. It's just like the word of God said, just be still. And there's times I am just really still. I just won't say anything, because really I'm listening for him to give me directions. So, that's how I handle stress. Tell me how you guys handle stress. Let's see what we got. Purple Rain 2K. Can you tell me how you handle stress? Let's see what we have here. Because everybody handles it a little bit differently or what have you. So, yeah, I would like to know from you, Purple Rain, how you handle stress. Give us one thing that you do to handle stress. And live stream video queen, yeah, you think of one thing too that Okay, so she says prayer and meditation. Exactly, exactly. I definitely agree with that. That has always been something has never let me down. Never let me down, because I will be honest with, even with having a glass of wine or whatever the case may be, that's on a surface. It's calming you down on a surface or whatnot. Um, but when you read, when you go into prayer, and then when you actually meditate, what it does is give you clarity. It gives you clarity how you really can handle that situation, and is teaching you as well. You're building off of that, and it just never fails. Live stream video queen says she takes the time out to meditate and read a book. Exactly. So we all pretty much have different ways how we handle stress and how we digress. Oh, okay. Mother of the Ink, thank you for joining. So our topic for today, we're talking about how I handle stress. I scope courageously with Mary Joy for the next 100 days, and this is day 62. So we're just chiming in right now, talking to the ladies of how they handle stress. So if you have time, Mother of the Ink, can you think of one way that you can just let us know how you handle stress? If you can, it don't have to be really, really long, because Cheryl says, yes, there are so many ways. Exactly. Exactly. I've actually seen people go exercise, go take a run, go to the gym, or what have you. Now, I will say one of the things that you don't want to do is, and when you find yourself doing this, you need to actually monitor it, because you got some people who are stress eaters. I know some people who are stress eaters, and sometimes that's just it's a comfort for you on the surface or what have you, but it's really not resolving your issue. um okay, okay, all right. So live stream video queen says also she listened to music. Yes, that is another way that you can kind of like handle stress, because it depends on what type of music you listening to, especially if it's music that's kind of tranquil and put you in a good place. Yes, because to me now, when you're stressed out, you don't want to, it depends on what you're stressed out. Me personally, I don't want to listen to sad songs or whatnot, because that just take you into another place. But yeah, music, tranquil music or whatnot, because sometimes I have listened to, like, I go to YouTube and I find meditation music, music for like ocean sounds. I even listen to whale sounds. You'll be surprised. I like whale sounds. They're really nice. Trickle of water or what have you. So yeah, like you said, there's so many ways that you can find the stressors or what have you, to help you handle your stress. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I will say that I will be back maybe in the next 15-20 minutes, because I will be sharing for the on Instagram. I do have another challenge that I'll be with them, where I'm going live for the next uh, she said I like to live stream video queen says that she like to listen to Happy Days from Sister Act. Okay, yes, because that puts you in better a better mode, a better mood, rather. Right, right. So you know what? But it's something about music. Okay, Google, down one notch. I love my Google. I promise you, I love Google. But yes, it's something about music that actually just calms you down. When you think about the word, and when they talk about an evil spirit that came upon Saul, and David came in and started playing his harp, and the just the music, the actual the evil spirit left him. And they say music calms the savage beast or whatnot. It's just something about music, and we just have to, music is an awesome therapy. It really, really is. Don't laugh at me. She laughing at me because I don't know if you guys pay attention sometimes when I come on here. I'm always bobbing or whatever the case may be, because in the background, I'll be like, tell my Google to play some R&B smooth music or whatnot. Because I try to, just go with the vibe or whatever the case may be, get in my head. I'm in my studio because for all intents and purposes, I am in my studio. But see, they just flipped the script on me. I didn't know, I asked for smooth R&B sounds, but they put on Cardi B. I don't have a problem with Cardi B, but I don't see that's following R&B smooth sounds. So I didn't know if you guys heard that, so that's why I had to tell a girl to kind of like go down a notch or what have you. But yes, as I was saying, I will be back here the next maybe 15, 20 minutes, probably less than that. um, because I do have another challenge where I'll be going live strictly on Instagram for the next 31 days, where I am sharing secrets how you can have a successful and sexy self-esteem. And I had to do it kind of early today because normally, I do it somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock. I try to get, everybody, who's in and settled and relaxed, fit, came from the job, stop, they're not dealing with the kids, they're not dealing with the husbands, so it's kind of like downtime based on my my analytics, and based on the information that they give me. I get a lot of, that's my peak time, so I try to go around that time to live stream. But today I have to do it early because tomorrow, God's will, I thank Him, Heavenly Father. My son is actually graduating tomorrow. He will be attaining his 2-year degree from his school that he attended here in Birmingham, Alabama, which is Lawson. And then he's going to go on to Alabama A&M and finish his degree or what have you. So I got a lot of errands to run today, and I have to be back by 8 o'clock because I do have an interview. So you guys definitely want to check out my interview where we kick low self-esteem in the ASS. And that's when we learn how others were able to kick low self-esteem in the ASS. So you definitely don't want to miss our guest for tonight. She is a speaker, she is an author, and she's a life coach. So she definitely will be able to give us some great tips and then share some stories about how she was able to overcome. So that's why I got to go ahead and do this other thing, kind of like I got to go ahead and get it done, because once I finish with this, I won't be back on here until tonight because I'm not going to really have the time to do this, thus, and so on the other. So again, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys lending me your ears and your heart. You know what I always say, faith cancels out fear and fear cancels out faith. And I want you guys to continue to have a good day, and hopefully seeing you shortly